Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. What's the one thing that can take you from where you are to where you want to be? It's not your resources, your circumstances, or even your talent. It's your mindset. Your mindset is your greatest asset, the engine behind every choice, every effort, and every result in your life. Your mindset is your greatest asset. It is the driving force behind every decision you make, every goal you pursue, and every challenge you overcome. Whether you're conscious of it or not, your mindset shapes your entire reality. It's the lens through which you see the world, the compass that guides your actions, and the foundation of the life you build. If there's one thing you must protect, nurture, and develop, it's your mindset, because everything in your life begins there. Think about it. Your mindset determines how you interpret events in your life. Two people can experience the exact same situation and come away with completely different outcomes because of their perspectives. One sees an opportunity, the other sees a dead end. One feels defeated, the other feels challenged to grow. The difference lies not in the circumstances, but in how they choose to perceive and respond to them. That choice is the power of your mindset. It can either be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. And the beautiful part is, you get to decide which it will be. Your mindset influences your beliefs about what is possible for you. If you believe you are capable, if you believe you have what it takes to succeed, you'll find a way to make it happen. On the other hand, if you believe you're limited, if you focus on all the reasons you can't or shouldn't, then you'll create barriers where none need to exist. Your belief system acts as the foundation of your actions. What you believe about yourself and the world around you will dictate how far you go and how much you grow. A positive, growth-oriented mindset will open doors, while a fixed, negative mindset will close them before you even try. Here's the thing, life is not easy. You will face hardships, setbacks, and moments when it feels like the world is against you. But in those moments, your mindset becomes your lifeline. It's what keeps you moving forward when everything in you wants to give up. It's what allows you to see failure as feedback instead of finality. It's what gives you the courage to get back up one more time than you've been knocked down. Your mindset is your shield against despair and your anchor in the storms of life. Your mindset is also the key to your growth. No one starts as an expert. No one achieves greatness without effort. The people who succeed are not necessarily the smartest, the strongest, or the most talented. They are the ones who refuse to quit. They are the ones who see every challenge as a chance to learn, every failure as a step closer to success. They embrace the discomfort of growth because they know it's necessary to reach their full potential. They cultivate a mindset that thrives on perseverance, adaptability, and resilience. That's the kind of mindset that transforms lives. Now, let's be clear. Your mindset isn't something you're born with. It's something you develop. It's not set in stone. It's malleable, flexible, and ever-changing. Every day you have the opportunity to strengthen it. You do this by feeding it positivity, surrounding yourself with people who inspire you, and exposing yourself to ideas that challenge and expand your thinking. You do it by practicing gratitude, by focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, and by reminding yourself of your worth and potential. Your mindset grows stronger with every action you take that aligns with your highest self. But just as your mindset can grow, it can also deteriorate if you don't take care of it. Negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, and self-doubt can creep in if you're not vigilant. That's why it's so important to guard your mind. Be mindful of what you consume. whether it's the media, the people you interact with, or even your own self-talk. Everything you allow into your mind has the power to shape it, so choose wisely. Treat your mindset like the valuable asset it is and invest in it daily. When you make the decision to prioritize your mindset, you'll begin to see changes in every area of your life. Your relationships will improve because you'll approach them with empathy and understanding. Your career will flourish because you'll tackle challenges with confidence and creativity. Your health will benefit because you'll develop the discipline to take care of your body and mind. Speaking with confidence, speaking with conviction, speaking with passion. Most importantly, you will experience a sense of fulfillment because you'll know that you are living up to your potential. And isn't that what we're all striving for? To live a life that feels meaningful and aligned with who we truly are? Your mindset is your greatest asset because it's a foundation for everything you do. It's not something external that can be taken away from you. It's an internal resource that you carry with you, always. It's the one thing that no one else controls. It's yours and yours alone. So take ownership of it, nurture it, protect it, and strengthen it. When you do, you'll unlock a power within yourself that is greater than any obstacle, any challenge, or any doubt. And with that power, you can achieve anything. What you believe about yourself shapes your reality in ways that are more profound than most people realize. Your beliefs act as a filter through which you experience life. Your beliefs are like seeds planted in the garden of your mind. Whatever you plant, water and nurture will grow. If you plant seeds of self-doubt, fear, and limitation, your reality will reflect those beliefs. You'll hesitate to take risks. You'll see failure as proof of inadequacy, and you'll limit yourself before the world even gets a chance to. On the other hand, if you plant seeds of confidence, potential, and resilience, your reality will bloom with possibilities. You'll approach challenges with a sense of capability. You'll view setbacks as temporary, and you'll find opportunities where others see obstacles. The power of your beliefs is undeniable. What you believe about yourself becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe you're not good enough, you'll act in ways that reinforce that belief. You might avoid trying new things, hold back from pursuing your goals, or settle for less than you deserve. Those actions or inactions then create a reality that aligns with your negative beliefs, and the cycle continues. Conversely, if you believe you are capable, worthy, and resourceful, you'll act with confidence, take on challenges, and strive for more. Your actions will create a reality that supports those positive beliefs, reinforcing the cycle of growth and success. This is why your beliefs are so powerful. They create the foundation for the reality you live in. Many of the beliefs we hold about ourselves are not even our own. They are inherited from others. Parents, teachers, peers, or society. At some point in your life, someone may have told you that you weren't smart enough, talented enough, or strong enough. Maybe they said it directly, or maybe it was implied through their actions or lack of support. Over time, you may have internalized those messages and made them your own. But just because you've believed something for a long time doesn't make it true. What you believe about yourself can be unlearned, rewritten, and transformed. Your mind is incredibly powerful, and it will always work to prove your beliefs right. If you believe you're not capable of achieving something, your mind will focus on all the reasons why it's true. You'll notice every mistake you make, every obstacle in your way, and every piece of evidence that supports your belief. On the other hand, if you believe you're capable, your mind will focus on opportunities, solutions, and resources that help you move forward. This is known as the confirmation bias, and it underscores the importance of aligning your beliefs with the reality you want to create. The way you speak to yourself also reflects and reinforces your beliefs. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Are you constantly criticizing yourself, doubting your abilities, or assuming the worst? Or do you encourage yourself, celebrate your progress, and remind yourself of your potential? Words matter, especially the ones you say to yourself. If you tell yourself, "I can't do this," you'll act accordingly. But if you tell yourself, "I've got this," even in the face of uncertainty, you'll find the strength to keep going. The words you choose become the script for your life. What you believe about yourself not only shapes your actions, but also affects how others perceive and interact with you. People tend to mirror the energy and confidence you project. If you carry yourself with self-assurance, others are more likely to believe in you and support your endeavors. On the other hand, if you project doubt and insecurity, people may question your abilities or overlook your potential. The way you see yourself becomes the foundation for how others see you. Changing what you believe about yourself requires intention and effort. It starts with awareness, becoming conscious of the beliefs that are holding you back. Ask yourself, why do I believe this? Is it based on facts, or is it a story I've been telling myself? Challenge those beliefs by looking for evidence to the contrary. For example, if you believe you're not smart enough, think about times when you solved a problem, learned something new, or achieved success. Remind yourself that intelligence is not fixed. It can be developed through effort and learning. Once you've identified limiting beliefs, replace them with empowering ones. Start affirming positive truths about yourself, even if they feel uncomfortable at first. Say, "I am capable of achieving my goals. I am resilient and resourceful," or "I deserve happiness and success." Repeating these affirmations consistently will help rewire your mind and replace old limiting beliefs with new empowering ones. Your reality is a reflection of what you believe about yourself. If you want to change your life, you must first change your beliefs. Believe that you are capable, and you'll find the strength to take on challenges. Believe that you are worthy, and you'll start to demand more from life. Believe that you are resilient, and you'll bounce back from adversity stronger than before. Your beliefs are not set in stone. They're yours to shape, and with them you have the power to shape your reality. Remember, the greatest limitations you face are often the ones you place on yourself. Believe in your potential, and the world will open up to you. Obstacles are opportunities in disguise. Your mindset determines you see them. Life is full of challenges, and no one is immune to them. At some point, we all face setbacks, roadblocks, and moments that test our resolve. However, the way you interpret these obstacles has the power to shape your life. To some, an obstacle may feel like the end of the road, a reason to give up or stop trying. But to others, it becomes a stepping stone, a chance to grow, and a doorway to something greater. The difference is not in the obstacle itself, but in the mindset of the person facing it. Your mindset serves as the lens through which you perceive obstacles. If you view challenges as insurmountable, they will become exactly that. When you believe an obstacle is too big, too hard, or too complicated, your mind will find every reason to justify that belief. You'll focus on your limitations, on why it won't work, and on all the ways you could fail. This creates a cycle of negativity and inaction, where the obstacle remains firmly in your way, unchallenged and undefeated. On the other hand, if you choose to see obstacles as opportunities, your entire approach shifts. You begin to ask, what can I learn from this? How can I grow because of this? What possibilities does this situation offer? That mindset transforms the way you respond, and it opens up paths you may not have seen before. Obstacles often present themselves as challenges meant to stop you, but in reality, they're there to teach you something important. Every obstacle carries a lesson, and when you shift your perspective, you begin to uncover the wisdom hidden within the struggle. Maybe the obstacle is teaching you patience, resilience, or creativity. Maybe it's pushing you to develop a skill you didn't know you needed. Or perhaps it's redirecting you to a path that is better aligned with your purpose. Whatever the case may be, the key is to approach obstacles with curiosity and an open mind. When you see them as opportunities for growth rather than threats to your progress, you unlock a sense of empowerment that allows you to move forward. Obstacles also have a way of revealing your inner strength. It's easy to feel confident and capable when everything is going smoothly, but it's during times of difficulty that your true character is revealed. When you face an obstacle, you are forced to dig deep, to find resources within yourself that you may not have realized you had. You discover resilience, creativity, and problem-solving abilities that remain dormant in the absence of challenges. These qualities are like muscles; they grow stronger the more you use them. Without obstacles, you would never have the opportunity to build the mental and emotional strength required to achieve greatness. It's important to remember that some of the most successful people in history achieved their greatness not in spite of obstacles, but because of them. Thomas Edison famously failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Oprah Winfrey overcame poverty and rejection to become one of the most influential figures in the world. J.K. Rowling faced repeated rejections before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. These individuals all faced obstacles that could have stopped them, but their mindset allowed them to see these challenges as part of the journey. They didn't let their setbacks define them. Instead, they used them as fuel to keep moving forward. Your mindset not only determines how you view obstacles, but also how you respond to them. When you see an obstacle as an opportunity, you are more likely to approach it with a solution-oriented attitude. You stop focusing on the problem itself and start looking for ways to overcome it. This shift in perspective opens up new possibilities and often leads to creative solutions you might not have considered otherwise. In contrast, a fixed mindset focuses on the obstacle as an immovable barrier, leading to frustration, defeat, and inaction. The truth is, the way you respond to challenges often matters more than the challenges themselves. One of the greatest gifts obstacles offer is the opportunity to build resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to keep going even when things get tough. Every time you face an obstacle and overcome it, you strengthen your resilience. You prove to yourself that you are capable of handling challenges, and that confidence carries over into every area of your life. Over time, you begin to see obstacles not as threats, but as opportunities to become stronger, wiser, and more resourceful. It's also worth noting that obstacles often lead to unexpected opportunities. What may seem like a setback in the moment can turn out to be a blessing in disguise. Perhaps a failed job interview leads you to a better career path, or a difficult breakup helps you discover your independence and self-worth. Sometimes the things we perceive as obstacles are actually redirections towards something better. The key is to trust the process and stay open to the possibilities that lie ahead. Ultimately, obstacles are an inevitable part of life. You can't avoid them, but you can choose how you respond to them. By adopting a mindset that sees challenges as opportunities, you reclaim your power. You stop being a victim of your circumstances and start becoming the author of your own story. Every obstacle you face is an invitation to grow, to learn, and to rise above. It's not about avoiding challenges, it's about using them to become the best version of yourself. So the next time you encounter an obstacle, remember this: is not there to stop you, it's there to strengthen you. Your mindset is the key, and with the right perspective, you can turn any obstacle into an opportunity for greatness. You have the power to reprogram your thoughts and habits. This truth is one of the most liberating and empowering realizations you can have in life. Many people go through their days feeling stuck, believing they are prisoners of their own habits, routines, and negative thought patterns. They think this is just who I am, or I can't change, as though their current way of thinking and behaving is a permanent, unchangeable part of who they are. But nothing could be further from the truth. The reality is that you have the ability to change your thoughts, reshape your habits, and in doing so, transform your entire life. The mind is incredibly powerful, yet it can also be conditioned by past experiences, societal influences, and repetitive behaviors. Over time, you may have developed thought patterns that don't serve you, thoughts of doubt, fear, or limitation that keep you from reaching your potential. Similarly, you may have fallen into habits that hold you back, whether it's procrastination, self-sabotage, or unhealthy routines. The good news is that these thoughts and habits are not set in stone. They are the result of conditioning, and anything that has been conditioned can be reconditioned. This means you have the power to take control of your mind and reshape it in a way that supports your goals and dreams. Reprogramming your thoughts begins with awareness. Many people are unaware of the negative thoughts that run through their minds on a daily basis because these thoughts have become automatic. They play like a loop in the background, quietly influencing decisions, emotions, and actions. The first step is to pause and pay attention. Start noticing the thoughts you have about yourself, others, and the world. Are they empowering or limiting? Are they rooted in fear or impossibility? Once you become aware of your thought patterns, you can begin to challenge and change them. One of the most effective ways to reprogram your thoughts is through affirmations. Affirmations are positive, intentional statements that you repeat to yourself to replace negative beliefs. For example, if you often think, "I'm not good enough," you can replace that thought with, "I am capable and deserving of success." While it may feel strange or uncomfortable at first, repetition is key. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more they sink into your subconscious mind and begin to shape your beliefs. Over time, these new empowering beliefs will take root, and they will start to guide your actions in a positive direction. Visualization is another powerful tool for reprogramming your mind. When you visualize yourself achieving your goals, succeeding in your endeavors, or overcoming challenges, your brain begins to believe it's possible. Visualization activates the same neural pathways in your brain as actually doing the activity, which helps to build confidence and motivation. By consistently imagining the reality you want to create, you train your mind to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. Just as you can reprogram your thoughts, you can also rewire your habits. Habits are simply behaviors that have been repeated so often that the key to changing a habit is understanding its structure, cue, routine, and reward. Every habit begins with a cue, something that triggers the behavior. This is followed by the routine, which is the behavior itself, and finally the reward, which is the benefit or satisfaction you gain from the habit. To change a habit, you don't need to eliminate it entirely. You just need to replace the routine with a new behavior while keeping the same cue and reward. For example, if this stress triggers you to eat junk food, you can replace that routine with a healthier habit, going for a walk or practicing deep breathing while still addressing the need to relieve stress. Consistency is critical when it comes to forming new habits. Your brain thrives on repetition, and the more you practice a new habit, the stronger the neural pathways associated with it become. At first, it may feel difficult or unnatural, but with time, the new behavior will become second nature. This is how you take control of your habits and align them with the person you want to become. It's also important to be patient and compassionate with yourself during this process. Change doesn't happen overnight, and there will be moments when you fall back into old patterns. Rather than criticizing yourself, use these moments as opportunities to learn and recommit to your goals. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Each small step you take toward reprogramming your thoughts and habits brings you closer to the life you want to create. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can also accelerate the process of change. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, and the environments you expose yourself to all play a role in shaping your thoughts and habits. Choose to surround yourself with individuals who inspire and uplift you, and seek out information and resources that reinforce the mindset and behaviors you want to cultivate. Ultimately, the power to reprogram your thoughts and habits lies entirely within you. You are not bound by your past or by the patterns you've fallen into. You have the ability to choose a new path, to think in new ways, and to act with intention. When you take ownership of this power, you unlock the ability to create a life that reflects your highest potential. Every thought you think and every habit you practice is a building block of your future. By reprogramming your mind and reshaping your habits, you are actively creating the life you desire, one choice at a time. Surround yourself with people who fuel your growth mindset, because the people you choose to keep close to you have a profound influence on the person you have become. Human beings are deeply social by nature, and whether we realize it or not, we absorb the attitudes, beliefs, and energy of those around us. If you want to cultivate a growth mindset, a belief in the ability to improve, learn, and achieve through effort, it's crucial to be intentional about the people you allow into your inner circle. The company you keep can either elevate you to new heights or hold you back from realizing your full potential. When you're surrounded by people who fuel your growth mindset, you feel inspired and encouraged to stretch beyond your current limitations. These are the individuals who believe in your potential even when you doubt yourself. They don't just see you for who you are now, they see who you could become. They encourage you to pursue your goals, challenge you to think bigger, and push you to rise above your fears and self-imposed limits. Their belief in your capabilities becomes contagious, and their energy motivates you to keep striving, even when the journey gets tough. People who support a growth mindset tend to share certain qualities that make their influence so powerful. They are optimistic and solution-oriented, always looking for ways to turn setbacks into opportunities. When you face challenges, they don't let you dwell on failure or negativity. Instead, they help you reframe the situation, asking questions like, what can you learn from this? Or how can you approach this differently next time? Their positivity is not about blind encouragement, it's rooted in the belief that growth is always possible, no matter the circumstances. Their perspective helps you see obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Another hallmark of people who fuel your growth mindset is their commitment to personal development. These individuals don't just talk about growth, they live it. They are constantly seeking to improve themselves, whether it's through learning new skills, embracing challenges, or stepping outside their comfort zones. Being around people who are actively growing is inspiring. Their dedication serves as a reminder that growth is a lifelong process and that you too have the capacity to evolve and improve. They lead by example, showing you what's possible when you commit to the journey of self-improvement. It's also important to note that these individuals will challenge you when necessary. While they are supportive and encouraging, they won't let you settle for less than your best fit. They hold you accountable for your actions and decisions, and they're not afraid to give you honest feedback when you need it. Their constructive criticism is delivered with kindness and respect, always with the intention of helping you grow. They don't tear you down, they build you up by showing you where you can improve. This balance of encouragement and accountability is invaluable for fostering a trust strength. Conversely, being surrounded by people who have a fixed mindset can hinder your growth and keep you stuck. A fixed mindset is characterized by the belief that abilities and intelligence are static, that failure is a sign of incompetence, and that effort is pointless if success isn't guaranteed. People with this mindset often discourage others from taking risks or pursuing ambitious goals because they project their own fears and limitations onto those around them. If you spend too much time with individuals who focus on what's impossible, who dwell on problems rather than solutions, and who are quick to criticize or dismiss your dreams, it becomes harder to maintain your belief in growth and possibility. The energy of the people around you is contagious. If you're surrounded by negativity, doubt, or complacency, it can drain your motivation and make you question your own abilities. On the other hand, when you're surrounded by positivity, determination, and enthusiasm, it lifts you up and helps you stay focused on your goals. This is why it's so important to protect your energy by choosing your circle wisely. Your time and attention are valuable resources, and they should be invested in relationships that contribute to your growth and well-being. Finding and nurturing relationships with growth-oriented people requires effort and personality. Seek out individuals who share your values and aspirations and who are as committed to growth as you are. This might mean joining communities, attending events, or participating in activities where personal development is a shared focus. It could also involve reconnecting with old friends or mentors who have a positive influence on your life. The key is to prioritize relationships that align with the mindset and lifestyle you want to cultivate. At the same time, be mindful of how you show up in your relationships. Surrounding yourself with people who fuel your growth mindset isn't just about what they can do for you. It's also about how you contribute to their lives. Be the kind of person who inspires and uplifts others when alive their potential and encourages them to pursue their dreams. Relationships thrive when there is mutual support, trust, and encouragement. By being intentional about how you show up, you create a positive feedback loop that strengthens both you and those around you. Ultimately, the people you surround yourself with play a significant role in shaping your mindset, your actions, and your life. Choose to be around those who challenge you to grow, who celebrate your progress, and who remind you of your potential when you forget. Their influence will help you stay focused on your goals, navigate challenges with resilience, and continuously push the boundaries of what you believe is possible. Surround yourself with people who fuel your growth mindset, and you'll find that their energy, support, and belief in you become a powerful force that propels you toward becoming the best version of yourself. Fear is a signal, not a stop sign. Your mindset decides how you respond. Fear is one of the most universal human experiences, touching every aspect of our lives. It's the feeling that grips us when we face uncertainty, challenges, or the possibility of failure. While fear often carries a negative reputation, it is not inherently bad or harmful. Fear is a natural signal from your mind and body designed to alert you to potential danger or unfamiliar situation. It's a messenger, not an enemy, and how you choose to respond to it determines whether it holds you back or propels you forward. When fear arises, it's often tempting to view it as a stop sign, a warning to turn back, avoid risk, or retreat into the safety of your comfort zone. This reaction is deeply ingrained in us as a survival mechanism rooted in our biology. Our ancestors needed to respond quickly to fear in life or death situations, and that instinct remains within us today. But in modern life, most of the fears we face are not about physical survival. They are about emotional discomfort, the fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown. In these moments, fear is not a signal to stop. It's a signal to pause, evaluate, and decide how to move forward. Your mindset plays the crucial role in interpreting the signal and shaping your response. Fear can be a powerful teacher if you let it. It often arises when you're standing on the edge of growth or change, signaling that you're about to step into unfamiliar territory. Instead of seeing fear as a sign to turn back, consider it an invitation to examine what lies on the other side of it. What are you afraid of? Why does it scare you? What could you gain if you faced it? Fear often highlights the areas where you have the most potential for growth. It points to the challenges that, when confronted, can lead to greater strength, wisdom, and confidence. This shift in perspective transforms fear from an obstacle into an opportunity. Your mindset determines whether fear becomes a barrier or a bridge. A fixed mindset views fear as a confirmation of limitation, a reason to avoid challenges and stick to what feels safe. This perspective interprets fear as proof that you're not ready, not capable, or destined to fail. In contrast, a growth mindset sees fear as a normal part of the process, a sign that you're stretching beyond your comfort zone. It embraces fear as evidence that you're moving towards something meaningful and worthwhile. With this mindset, fear doesn't stop you, it motivates you to prepare, learn, and act. The way you respond to fear is a choice, and that choice shapes your experiences and outcomes. If you choose to let fear paralyze you, you miss out on opportunities, experiences, and growth. You may feel safe in the moment, but over time, the regret of missed chances can weigh heavily on you. On the other hand, if you choose to face fear, to lean into the discomfort and uncertainty, you open yourself up to possibilities you never imagined. Every time you confront a fear, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you're capable of handling more than you thought. This builds confidence and resilience, creating a positive cycle where facing fear becomes easier and more rewarding. It's important to acknowledge that fear doesn't disappear entirely as part of being human. Even the most successful, courageous people feel fear. The difference is that they've learned to manage it, to use it as a tool rather than a limitation. They recognize fear as a signal, not a stop sign, and they've developed strategies to move forward despite it. They take small steps, break challenges into manageable pieces, and focus on progress rather than perfection. They understand that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of it. Fear also has a way of distorting reality. It magnifies risk, amplifies doubts, and creates scenarios in your mind that are often far worse than the actual outcome. Your mindset can help you see through these distortions and approach fear with clarity. By questioning your fears and examining the evidence, you can separate imagined threats from real ones. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? How likely is it? What steps can you take to mitigate the risk? Often you'll find that the fear is not as overwhelming as it initially seemed, and that you have more control than you thought. Another powerful way to reframe fear is to focus on your why. What is the purpose or goal that drives you? Why is it important to move forward even in the face of fear? When your vision is clear and compelling, it becomes easier to push through fear and take action. Your why serves as a guiding light, reminding you of what's at stake and giving you the strength to persevere. Fear becomes smaller in comparison to the significance of your goals and dreams. Surrounding yourself with supportive, growth-oriented people can also make a difference in how you respond to fear. When you have a network of individuals who believe in you, who remind you of your capabilities, and who encourage you to take risks, fear loses much of its power. Their encouragement reinforces your own growth mindset, helping you see fear as a natural, manageable part of the journey. Ultimately, fear is not something to avoid or eliminate. It's a signal, a guide, and sometimes even a gift. It tells you that you're stepping into something meaningful, something that matters. Your mindset is the key to interpreting this signal and deciding what to do with it. By choosing to see fear as a stepping stone rather than a barrier, you unlock your potential and open the door to new opportunities. Every time you face fear with courage and determination, you grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. Fear is not the end of the road, it's the beginning of your now. Self-discipline and daily habits shape your mental strength in ways that define who you are and who you can become. Mental strength is not something you're born with. It is a skill developed over time through consistent effort and intentional practice. It's about the ability to remain focused, resilient, and determined in the face of challenges. While motivation might spark the initial desire to change, it is self-discipline, the habits you build every single day that sustain progress and transform your mindset. These two forces work hand in hand to create a foundation of mental toughness that supports you in achieving your goals and living a fulfilling life. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of mental strength. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early to work on your goals when you'd rather stay in bed, choosing healthy options when comfort food tempts you, or sticking to your commitments when distractions call your name. Self-discipline is not about being perfect or never giving in to temptation. It's about consistently making choices that align with your long-term vision, even when those choices are difficult in the moment. The more you practice self-discipline, the stronger it becomes, much like a muscle that grows with exercise. Daily habits are the building blocks of self-discipline. They are the small, consistent actions you take every day that accumulate over time to create significant results. Habits simplify your life by reducing the mental effort required to make decisions. Once a habit is formed, it becomes automatic, freeing up your mental energy for other challenges. For example, if you develop the habit of exercising every morning, you no longer need to debate whether or not to work out and just do it. This automation of positive behaviors reduces resistance and makes it easier to stay on track. Together, self-discipline and habits create a cycle of reinforcement. When you commit to building positive habits, you exercise your self-discipline. Over time, as those habits become ingrained, they require less conscious effort, allowing you to direct your self-discipline toward new areas of growth. This cycle not only strengthens your mental resilience, but also builds confidence in your ability to take control of your life and achieve your goals. Mental strength grows when you prove to yourself that you can follow through on your commitments. Every time you resist the temptation to procrastinate, give up, or take the easier path, you send a powerful message to your mind: I am in control. This sense of control over your actions and decisions is a key component of mental toughness. It helps you stay focused on what truly matters, even when external circumstances are challenging or unpredictable. One of the most significant benefits of self-discipline and daily habits is their ability to help you navigate adversity. Life is full of unexpected setbacks and obstacles, but mental strength allows you to face these challenges with resilience and determination. When you've cultivated self-discipline and developed habits that support your well-being, you have a solid foundation to fall back on during difficult times. For example, if you've established the habit of journaling, practicing gratitude, or meditating, these practices can provide clarity and emotional stability when life feels overwhelming. Similarly, if you develop the discipline to stay focused on your goals, you're less likely to be derailed by temporary setbacks. It's important to recognize that building self-discipline and habits takes time and patience. Change doesn't happen overnight, and there will be moments when you stumble or fall short. What matters most is how you respond to these moments. Mental strength is not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. When you slip up, don't let it spiral into self-doubt or guilt. Instead, use it as an opportunity to reflect, adjust, and recommit to your goals. Each time you get back on track, you reinforce your mental toughness and strengthen your resolve. Another key aspect of self-discipline and habits is their cumulative effect. Small, consistent actions may not seem significant in the moment, but over time, they add up to create profound change. This concept is often referred to as the compound effect. For instance, reading just 10 pages of a book each day might not feel like much, but over the course of a year, it amounts to reading several books. Similarly, saving a small amount of money each week can lead to a substantial financial cushion over time. The same principle applies to mental strength. Each small act of self-discipline contributes to your overall resilience and determination. It's also worth noting that self-discipline and habits are deeply personal. What works for one person may not work for another, and that's okay. The key is to identify the habits that align with your values and goals, and to build a system that supports your unique needs and circumstances. This might involve experimenting with different strategies, such as creating routines, setting reminders, or tracking your progress. The more intentional you are about designing your habits, the more effective they will be in shaping your mental strength. Finally, self-discipline and habits are not just about achieving external success, they're about creating a sense of inner peace and fulfillment. When you live in alignment with your values and priorities, you feel a deep sense of satisfaction and purpose. You become more confident in your ability to handle challenges, more focused on what truly matters, and more resilient in the face of adversity. This inner strength radiates outward, influencing every aspect of your life, from your relationships to your career to your personal growth. In the end, self-discipline and daily habits are the tools that allow you to take control of your life and shape your mental strength. They empower you to overcome challenges, pursue your dreams, and become the best version of yourself. While the journey requires effort and commitment, the rewards are immeasurable. By consistently practicing self-discipline and building habits that support your goals, you create a life of purpose, resilience, and unmistakable inner strength. Success is not about what happens to you, it's about how you respond. Life is unpredictable, and we often find ourselves facing circumstances and situations that are beyond our control. The external events, challenges, or setbacks we encounter don't define our success, our reactions to them do. Success is shaped by our ability to navigate life's ups and downs with resilience, adaptability, and a positive mindset. It's not the events that determine our outcomes, but rather how we choose to respond to those events that sets us apart. It's easy to believe that success is a result of external factors, a lucky break, the right timing, or the perfect opportunity. While these elements can certainly play a role, they do not guarantee success. Life will throw curveballs and setbacks will occur, often when we least expect them. Whether it's a personal failure, a business loss, a difficult relationship, or an unforeseen circumstance, How we respond to these challenges ultimately shapes the trajectory of our lives. The key lies in our mindset, the way we view and interpret what happens to us. Success comes from understanding that adversity is part of the journey. The greatest achievers are not the ones who avoid hardship, but those who understand the setbacks are stepping stones to growth. When something goes wrong, instead of getting consumed by frustration or disappointment, those who are successful focus on what they can learn from the experience. They ask themselves, what can I do differently next time? What strength or skill can I develop from this? The ability to reframe setbacks and failures as opportunities to learn and grow is what ultimately sets successful people apart from those who are defeated by challenges. How you respond to adversity is a reflection of your inner strength and mindset. In every situation, you have a choice. You can choose to react with fear, anger, or helplessness, or you can choose to respond with curiosity, resilience, and determination. Those who respond with a growth mindset understand that mistakes, obstacles, and hardships are inevitable parts of life. They are not signs of failure, but rather opportunities to develop and improve. When things don't go as planned, instead of seeing it as the end, they see it as the beginning of a new chapter, a chance to try again with greater wisdom and insight. In many ways, success is about emotional regulation, the ability to manage your emotions in the face of adversity. When something doesn't go your way, it's natural to feel frustrated or upset, but the true test of success is in how you manage those emotions. Do you let your emotions dictate your actions, or do you take a step back and choose how you want to respond? Successful individuals don't allow their feelings of disappointment or anger to control them. Instead, they acknowledge their emotions, process them, and then move forward with a clear head and a focused heart. This emotional resilience is one of the greatest indicators of long-term success. Another important aspect of success is how we handle uncertainty and change. Life is unpredictable, and the path to success is rarely a straight line. We may encounter unexpected detours, disappointments, or setbacks that force us to adapt and adjust our approach. Those who respond with flexibility and a willingness to change are more likely to succeed than those who resist change and cling to old ways of thinking. The ability to embrace uncertainty with an open mind and a positive attitude is a powerful characteristic of successful people. They understand that change is not a threat, but an opportunity to learn, innovate, and grow. Success also depends on your ability to persist in the face of obstacles. Many people give up when faced with challenges, but those who continue to push forward, even when things seem difficult or uncertain, are the ones who ultimately succeed. Persistence is not about ignoring the difficulties, it's about facing them head on, learning from them, and moving forward with even greater determination. Successful people understand that persistence is key to achieving long-term goals. They don't let temporary setbacks define them or derail their progress. Instead, they remain focused on their end goal, knowing that every challenge is simply a part of the process. The way we respond to success itself is also important. Sometimes success can breed complacency or arrogance if we allow ourselves to become too comfortable or overly confident. However, true success is not about resting on past achievements. It's about staying humble, grateful, and always looking for ways to improve. When you respond to success with humility, you are more likely to continue learning, growing, and striving toward even greater accomplishments. Those who respond to success with gratitude and a desire to contribute to others are often the ones who blast in legacies. Ultimately, success is not defined by the events that happen to you, but by the way you respond to those events. Life is full of surprises, challenges, and opportunities, and how you choose to navigate them will determine the course of your journey. Success comes not from avoiding adversity, but from developing the resilience, mindset, and emotional strength to handle whatever life throws your way. It's about making the decision to keep moving forward, even when the road is tough, and finding the lessons and growth in every experience, both good and bad. In the end, success is a mindset. It's about how you choose to perceive and respond to the world around you. It's about embracing life's challenges as opportunities to grow, learning from your mistakes, and staying focused on your goals. When you understand that success is not about what happens to you, but about how you respond, you take control of your destiny and open the door to endless possibilities. Your response to life's events determines whether you thrive or simply survive, and by choosing to respond with resilience, positivity, and determination, you lay the foundation for a successful and fulfilling life.